Hey, if y'all guys can hear me when y'all come in the building, drop a one in the comment. Let me see if we back up and run in the proper way. I can't see nothing on here. Let's see here. Is we live on Facebook? What's going on here? Let's see here. All right, let's get this edited. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. So we got a one in the building, man. I'm finna go ahead and take off, man. These people playing with my live. I ain't even been live in months, and they still playing with my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They trying to knock everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? That's coming to watch the video and shit like that. Like, man, this shit crazy as hell. But hold on. Let me do this, and then we just gonna take off. And then as people, let me see something. Let me click that. Go back over here. Let's redo this. Okay. And I believe, let's go here. Let me see if we live over here. All right. So we live too. We live on let's see what's going on here. Okay. All right. So we live on Rumble. If you guys are not following me on Rumble, please go over there and subscribe. Okay. Please go subscribe. All right. But anyway, let's get into this thing, right? So some of you guys have been asking me, you know, Big Light, where you been? You know what I'm saying? And oh, okay. Let me stop that. That was on Rumble. I'm like, what the hell going on here? All right. So anyway, and people as they come in, they can just catch up on this. I know a lot of y'all was in there waiting like down to 30 minutes. Like this shit is weird. This is why I don't even really be blogging and shit on here. But I wanted to come on here, you know what I'm saying, do something for the end of the year. Do this video that I told y'all that I was gonna do, you know what I'm saying, on who actually killed young Dolph. And I also wanted to take some time out to like celebrate with my, you know what I'm saying, my subscribers and, you know, people like that, you know what I'm saying, that's been supporting me, you know what I'm saying, since I've been online, you know what I'm saying. But a lot of y'all, but before we get to all of that, right? Y'all been asking Big Like where you been. I haven't been blogging because about what is this, December, November, back in October, Big Light actually got shot. Big Light, listen, Big Light actually got shot a few months ago. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. And I ain't gonna speak a whole lot on it because you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of stuff still open. Y'all know me. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't respect the justice system. You know what I'm saying? I know it is what it is. I just, you know, I always believe in street justice whenever it come down, you know, to certain things. But yeah, and it's, you know, it's crazy. And like I said, I ain't gonna speak a whole lot on it, but I'm gonna just kind of let y'all know what's going on. Like, and I wasn't even on nothing when I actually got shot, like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like I, you know, was out at a certain particular place, and you know, Big Light had to get up out that jam, man. You know, it had Big Light at gunpoint, you know what I'm saying? Had to get up out that thing, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, you know, cause when I had got hit, it like broke part of my bone and shit. So I was like in a boot. So like when I was blogging and doing like all of the blogging and stuff, you know what I'm saying, on Young Thug and Mike Tyson and all of that, I just had to quit blogging because, like, you know, sitting down in the chair and you got that boot on, it's just, man, it was just irritating, you know what I'm saying? So I just been kind of healing up, you know what I'm saying, getting right and stuff. So I'm actually kind of, you know, way along, like doing better and stuff like that in regards to the healing process. But let me say this, because it ain't like, you know, I'm like Cameron, like, you know what I'm saying, they get shot every day, B, you know what I'm saying? And it's like right now I'm kind of like, in regards to like the, you know, the streets and stuff like that, I'm not active. I'm like I don't know. I would be considered like a hood advisor or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like I will get active, but I'm not active like how I was back in the day. And I say that to say like when I was active, you know what I'm saying? I like almost been like, and let me just say this: there's a couple times I almost lost my life. Well, three now because with this situation, I could have also lost my life too. You know what I'm saying? But uh, but yeah, I done had some close calls. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm really finna go hard because it's like, you know, the all should die showing me that, you know what I'm saying? I gotta, you know, it's a lot of different stuff, you know, that I gotta do, you know what I'm saying? So I just gotta get this shit done, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's why I ain't been going live, right? So as I always tell y'all, right, when y'all come into the building, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Share this live. Y'all know I ain't been live, and I'm getting ready to turn it up tonight. You know what I'm saying? We starting our New Year's early. Okay. So what I want to do is this right here. I want to do the live first on what I came to talk about, right? Because I told y'all that I was going to do this live on who actually killed young Dolph, right? Okay. And like I said, a lot of stuff been going on, so I wasn't able to actually do the live. So I want to do that live first. It's gonna probably take about an hour to do it. I'm gonna run through it. I got everything already written down, all my timestamps and stuff like that. What's going on with my camera? Now my camera acting up. But anyway, I got all the timestamps, right? Um, so I'm gonna run through this. It's gonna probably take me about an hour to go through this and break this down and show y'all and give y'all the facts, right? After that, I'm going to open this thing up where people can come online, you know what I'm saying? And you know, if y'all want to check in and stuff like that, you know, pop some shit, whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna drop the link down in the description box after I get done going through this live on Hernandez Govan, right? I'm still on his ass, right? You know what I'm saying? Still on his ass, right? So when I get done doing this live, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and open this thing up and we just gonna get it in. So I'm gonna just let y'all know right now. We up. I know some of y'all gotta go to work. Y'all hang with me as long as y'all can. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all, you know what I'm saying, whatever y'all niche is, you know what I'm saying, go ahead, get y'all, you know what I'm saying, you know, y'all party material, you know what I'm saying. And let me say this before this is what I was gonna say, right? Because you know, we're gonna get some of these think they conscious Israelites that's gonna come through here and say, well, damn, big light, this is not the word, this is not this and that. But this is what y'all gotta understand, right? In regards to this New Year shit. We know that when you study the book, that the real New Year, according to the Hebrew Bible, it starts in March, which is called the month of Abib, right? Okay. The second week is basically the beginning of the year. So in March, our calendar year is technically when the new year actually starts. But the Europeans do it from January 1st to December 31st. And the fact of the matter is that we live here in America, and this is just what they observed. All the pay periods and all that shit, and it's over with. It's a whole new year coming. Y'all, everybody getting ready to file taxes and do all of this shit. This is just how this shit is ran, you know what I'm saying, here in this nation. It's just, it is what it is, you know what I mean? So I ain't going back and forth with no motherfucker about, you know what I'm saying, this shit, you know what I'm saying? It's just what it is, okay? Now, I'm trying to see what we gonna sip tonight. I've been messing with that do say, but I ain't messing with that tonight, man. This, I had to like, when I mess with this shit right here, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But I think what we're gonna do tonight, we're gonna drink that. We're gonna get into some of that Don Julio. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that some of that Don Julio. And before we take off and get into this live, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a shot, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, we just gonna get it on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Also got some of that Puscati, you know what I'm saying? That real deal, you know what I mean? So y'all know, man. Y'all know how we doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? We finna get it on. Now we finna get into the shit that everybody been waiting on, right? Y'all see the thumbnail, y'all see the title. I'm getting ready to break down how Hernandez Govan killed young Dolph and is in the process of getting away with murder. Because, and we're going to get into this at the end of this live, right? How his court date got pushed back to July because he refused the plea bargain that they gave to him, right? You know what I'm saying? This nigga right here is ornery. You know what I'm saying? And let me say this. I don't respect people like Hernandez Govan because without a doubt, he is he's a slime ball, man. You know, these type of people, you know what I'm saying? And we know he a stepper. We know he a step. We know that. But we know he gonna rat and all of this other shit, as I told y'all, right? Didn't I tell y'all that the nigga was a rat? They tried to say this nigga. Remember when he violated the probation and his supervisor released and he went down and got caught down there in Mississippi, crossed state lines without permission, and they let him go? The trial brought out, and it ain't even up for debate, that the nigga is a rat. He entered into a proffer, as I'm getting ready to show y'all again, which everybody saw. So when they was trying to save him, like, oh, bloggers don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying, and all this other shit, and they was trying to save him. Remember, they was saying that Big Juke told on them. This is the shit they was trying to run. No, that shit got denied in court, right? Because why? The lawyers, Luke Evans put that joker on blast and exposed how the nigga was a rat, as I told y'all. So go check the credits. This is why Hernandez Govan been over here on Israelite Talk TV talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he know I'm on his ass and he know I'm coming. Okay, we went out again, right? They playing with the live, right? They playing with the live. But when he was running around down in Memphis, you know what I'm saying? And I told y'all that he's the biggest rat in Memphis. Go check the credits. Go to my channel and look at the videos that I did on Hernandez Govan on this young Dolph case. And I've been telling y'all from the beginning that the nigga's a rat, and they exposed his ass in court that he was a rat. Okay. So all this shit they tried to do to say this nigga and make it seem like these bloggers don't know what's going on. Big Juke told on him and all this other shit is super cap. Super. Okay. So we getting ready to bust his ass wide open today. And I'm finna show y'all what this nigga did. You know what I'm saying? And they can talk that shit. Oh, you super detective. You this and that. And I see the shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit, right? All these motherfucking rats running around out here, all this shit that these motherfuckers do that's online, all the lying and all of this shit that they do, it ain't a problem when they do it, but when the blogger, y'all super detective and all, motherfuckers is telling information and people are just speaking on this shit because we bloggers. This is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting ready to bust this shit wide open and show y'all how Hernandez Govan killed young Dolph and tried to pin this shit on straight dropping Cornelius Smith like they just, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have nothing to do with it. And he was just, you know what I'm saying? This the shit they trying to run on us. And before I get into this, right? What I want you guys to do is keep this in the back of your mind. As I looked at this young Dolph case, there's one or two things that's going on in this case, right? Either CMG bought this case, or CMG, they asses got him on their way to jail. And the reason why I say that is because we know that straight drop lawyer, Cornelius Smith lawyer, and Hernandez Govan lawyer was paid by CMG. Okay. When the lawyer exposed that Cornelius Smith lawyer was paid, that he got that 50,000, how the hell you think his lawyer knew that? It's because these motherfuckers know what's going on at the top. They know that this motherfucker was that CMG, right? And the thing that's interesting is that when Cornelius Smith was asked, he said he didn't know who paid. He just said he knew that it came from CMG. So whoever dropped that money, they already know that. You know what I'm saying? So either the Fed's finna get them, and not only did CMG pay for all the lawyers, I exposed to y'all how they also put Steve Marroy ass in office. I exposed how he got those generous donations from Rock Nation, right? Put them in office. Okay. So I want to break this shit down. This shit getting ready to blow y'all mind. Okay. And unheard of. You ain't heard this shit nowhere but Israelite Talk TV. You know what I'm saying? And in a minute, like I said, we're going to follow and see what they're going to do with Cornelius Smith. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what they're going to do with Cornelius Smith and then and Hernandez Govan. And then we're going to, we're going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to finish this shit up. So what I'm going to do is I'm getting ready to do me shot. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna take off. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think? What y'all think? All right. You know what I'm saying? Gonna have some fun tonight. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. All right. Okay. So let's get it. Now, also, like I said, y'all leave your comments and stuff down there, what y'all think on this as we go on. Make sure y'all checking in. I know y'all was checking in on the other one. They kicked me out of there, but it's all good though, right? Now, the first place I want to start is right here. Let me get this added to the queue. What's going on with my music here? Okay, let's do this. Let's add that. Okay, let's do this. Boom. Okay, now family, as we get ready to get into this thing, right? Okay, this is what I want to do here. Let's get this added to the screen, right? Now, you guys remember when Hernandez Govan came and sat down on Stan G page, right? And let me say this, right? And this ain't no dig against Stan G. You know, I ain't beef with no bloggers over this blogging shit, right? They gonna keep going out on me. Y'all see how they keep trying to take me out and then put me back in? Look, they done took me out again, man. This shit is wow. Unheard of, man. And the reason why they play with my live because they don't like that Israelite on it. If it was anything else, we'll be family. We'll be like the shit that they do here on Israelite Talk TV is madness. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, getting back to what I was saying. This ain't no diss towards Stan G, but remember when Stan G did the video and was trying to say, well, don't nobody know what's going on with Hernandez Govan and these bloggers is this and that, da da da. Well, he got exposed in the court and trial that he's a rat. He entered a proffer. And I'm finna bring the receipts again in case they missed that in court that the nigga's a rat, right? Now listen to this right here. Listen closely.
I don't know, bro. All right. Was you on the crime scene? I'm just gonna say it like that. What the blog was
You see how he turned his head? He looking to see how he gonna answer this question, right? Now listen to what he say here.
saying.
Ron James, your uncle.
For real, Jay.
Let me show you why.
So let's stop that right there, okay? So right there was an admission of guilt that he was on the scene. He tried to play it off like, no, LeBron James, this and that, but he was on that scene. You know what I'm saying? How do we know this, right? Well, let's go right here. And let's see here. The next place I want to go is right here. Let me get this shared right here, okay? And so what I want you guys to understand, right? It's the thing I want you guys to understand. I got all these timestamps written down, right? And I got them already where they need to be. But because it's the same video, it's going to keep restarting. So I'm going to have to go to each point and refine these timestamps. So just bear with me on it. But I'm finna give you the sauce. And is this shit getting ready to blow y'all mind? Now, Cornelius Smith was asked a question in regards to Hernandez Govan, right? Because what we got to do, right? A lot of people watch this trial, but what y'all got to remember is a lot of the shit that came out in this trial that was talked about in the trial, right? Is shit that was happening during the time that the murder happened, immediately after the murder happened. So we have to, a lot of y'all just watched the trial. Y'all did not go back and put all the pieces in its proper perspective. So this is what I got to do. So Cornelius Smith says something in regards to Hernandez Govan, and I want to start right here, and let's go ahead and play this.
to take care of this problem, or is it we, him included, need to take care of this problem?
He saying me and Just really need to get rid of that car. He told me because if they question him, he gonna tell them how they really massive, so he can get back to his gambling. Get what he said.
Let's stop that right there. Okay, let's freeze that. So Cornelius Smith tells us in regards to Hernandez, because what I'm getting ready to break down to you guys, they lied and try to hide Hernandez Govan under this fucking mastermind title. He's not no fucking mastermind. He's the fucking shooter. He's the first shooter. And if I had to bet my life on it, if I had to bet everything I own, I can almost 100%. Hernandez Govan is the third shooter, but the first shooter. He was the one that blew Dolph down from the side of the Family Dollar. He popped out that cut and he chopped Dolph down with that chopper. Okay. And we're going to get to all this shit in a minute, because what I want y'all to understand, not only myself, but the bloggers that's been covering this shit, we've already exposed the fake photos. We exposed all of the timestamps, the fake footage and all that. And after this, I'm coming with the footage. I got 100% proof that they altered the footage. It ain't this. Listen, I'm coming with it. I'm coming. They better quit playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Crown doctrine. You know, you got bloggers out here tweaking, and I get it. They trying to make money, but we coming with real sauce. 100% proof that they altered the footage. I have that footage. I have that evidence. Bringing at the theater soon. You know what I'm saying? Right after this. You know what I'm saying? Now, getting back on point here. So Cornelius Smith is telling us that during the time when the murder happened, he met up with Hernandez Govan before he went to jail. And on December 9th, he's meeting with Hernandez Govan. They shuffling, moving, and doing all this shit, right? So he's saying at that time, Hernandez Govan is saying if they come. So the question we got to ask ourselves, and we just finished this shit cracking, why would Hernandez Govan be telling Cornelius Smith that if they come hot? Because if he's the mastermind and he paid them to just go do the hit, why would they come to holler at him? How would they know he have anything to do with the murder and all this other shit, right? So y'all got to understand, and Cornelius Smith was lying like a motherfucker on that stand. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to break that shit down in order to get the plea bargain that he got. You see what I'm saying? Now, he said that if something happened to him, he's just going to tell him to holler at William Massey, right? Grasp. Now, let's come back over here, right? Let's get this added to the queue. So, and let's follow the timeline. So Cornelius Smith got arrested on December 9th, 2021, a few weeks after young Dolph got killed. He was the first one arrested, and I'm getting ready to break down why he was the first one arrested and how all of this shit and what Hernandez Govan did, because what he did was a very, very slimy, a very dirty ass play, right? DNA got Justin Johnson in January. Okay. And now I'm going to throw this out here and I'm finna bear all this out. Cornelius Smith entered into a proffer with the federal government, right? Back in March. So they got arrested. So Cornelius Smith was the first one to get arrested, right? Okay. And then Justin Johnson got arrested in January, right? Now, when Cornelius Smith entered into a proffer in March, so he's been snitching since March, right? We got to follow the timeline. He's been snitching since March. 2 months after he was locked up, he started snitching. Hernandez Govan don't get locked up until what? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, almost 8 months later. 7 and some change, almost 8 months later, he get locked up, right? Grasp. He's already working with the state. So when they get Hernandez Govan, listen to what Steve Marroy had to say right here. Okay.
District Attorney Steve.
So you think you know Wix, but do you really? First up, we've got
Steve Mulroy says Govan asked for young Dolph to be murdered.
Mr. Govan has been indicted and is in custody for being involved in the young Dolph murder. He played the role of the person who solicited the murder.
The indictment coming less than 2 months after Govan's daughter, 25-year-old Destiny Govan, an up-and-coming rapper by the name of...
So let's stop that right there. Did y'all hear what Mr. Steve Mulroy said right here? Let's just back that up a little bit.
Has been indicted and is in custody for being involved in the young Dolph murder. He played the role of the person who solicited the murder.
The indictment coming...
Okay, they saying that he solicited the murder and did all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he solicited the murder, right? Mastermind, all this other shit, right? Now, grasp. Hernandez Govan got arrested. And lo and behold, what happened? He showed up with William Massey, as Cornelia Smith said, if they come say anything to me, I'm going to tell them holler at William Massey, right? Let's listen to this.
43-year-old Hernandez Govan was indicted by a grand jury on charges of first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and the death of Adolph Thornton Jr., widely known as Young Dolph. His attorney, William Massey, says his client pleads not guilty to those charges. He says he hasn't seen the evidence.
They're making that allegation, so they've got to show me why.
Young Dolph was shot and killed.
So now listen, family, let's follow the timeline here. So he had William Massey at first, right? Grasp. He had William Massey first. William Massey said he's not got to see this, da. Next thing we know, Hernandez Govan did what? Okay. Now, all of this is critical. Just follow me here. We're going somewhere. Okay. We look up, right?
Will now defend Govan and
Let me bag up just a little bit.
No matter who you are, there are times it can be tough to be yourself when you have...
Here, no longer is attorney same, but what has changed is who is standing alongside the accused. Govan has a new lawyer. No longer is attorney William Massey representing him.
Indicate that some sort of conflict had arisen. I don't know the nature of it.
But what is known is who will now defend Govan, an Atlanta attorney, Manny Aurora, who was not present Thursday.
So, family, let's pause this right here. So he started with William Massey, right? He started with William Massey. And then we looked up, he fired him, or so they say, or they didn't say he fired him. They just said there was a conflict of interest and there was a new attorney, right? And then after this, right, he popped up with a new attorney, and then all of a sudden,
his case.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Investigators have learned more information in his case. The DA says. Let
me just back up a little bit.
21. Now the DA says investigators have learned more information. Is the man the DA first? More information in his case.
We've come into some information about Mr. Govan's role and medical conditions that make us think that this is the best resolution in order to get justice for the case.
So at the end of the day,
so let me back up because they playing, like I said, they playing with my live, so they steady kicking me out and coming back in at different points. Okay, all good. Okay. Now listen to this.
Young Dolph's family agreed to the bond setting. Hernandez Govan is the man the DA first said solicited the killing of rapper Young Dolph in 2021. Now the DA says investigators have learned more information in his case.
Let's stop that right there, family. Let's stop that right there. Stop that right there, right? Stop that right there. They just gonna keep kicking me out, shut my lie down, and like this shit is wild as hell, right? But we gonna get it done. And if I gotta go back and edit this shit and we gonna get it done. Steve Mulroy, right, was talking all that shit. Hernandez Govan was the mastermind, this and that. But now, right here, look at him. Look at your boy. Look at your boy.
2021. Now the DA says investigators have learned more information in his case.
We've come into some information about Mr. Govan's.
He can't look in the camera. Look, he can't even look in the camera straight. He can't even look in the camera straight. His fucking contents, or however you say it, done falling. He's like, but before, Hernandez Govan was a mastermind. We was this and that. But now he's like, we come into new information. And listen what he's saying.
Role and medical conditions that make us
So let's stop that right there, right? Let's stop that right there. Okay. Next place that we want to go is let me see here. Okay, let's get this share right. Now let me put everything in its proper perspective for you real quick. Okay. We put everything in its proper perspective so y'all can understand exactly all this shuffling and shit that they were doing. And when I told y'all that the nigga was a fucking rat. Kick me out again. So let me see here. Let's see here. We back. Okay, we back. Now they kicked me out again. Now listen to this right here. Listen to this.
Contacting this one, yes.
And talking.
If a man really hated ads, here's what he would do. Day one, he would install Pi on his computer without spending a
You aware that Mr. Govan's charged in this case?
I am.
Mr. Smith's charged in this case?
Look, this is what they did. They bounced me back, but let me go back. Let me speed up a little bit. That's why I got the timestamps. That's what I'm talking about.
Recall that ever happened?
So I'm going to pass you something to refresh your recollection.
Okay.
And okay. And there's a highlighted portion there in the middle. What looks like an interview that was done by Detective, I think, or then Sergeant Dabney.
Oh. Hold on, let me back up. What is
on one occasion, not even being in the same location as that person, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But when you're purely looking at call data, all you can say is this phone did this action.
Correct.
Right.
This phone made that contact of this phone, yes.
And talking about, and I'm not asking you what someone said.
All right, my bad.
I think he stated more when we interviewed him that he was utilizing it on the behalf of just like for Justin doing three-way calls. So I don't know if that counts.
But he's got the phone, right? Not Mr. Johnson. At that point, he's got the phone, right? Not Mr. Johnson personally. So there's other people taking other people's phones for whatever reason, at least on one occasion, not even being in the same location as that person, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But when you're purely looking at call data, all you can say is this phone did this action.
Correct.
Right.
This phone made that contact of this phone, yes.
And talking about, and I'm not asking you what someone said, but we talked about cooperating defendants in this case, one of which you met with was Hernandez Govan.
Now, family, right here, I want you to pay attention, right? Detail, right? We pay attention to detail, right? Listen what he been getting ready to say about Hernandez Govan. He's getting ready to throw his ass under the fucking bus. Hey, man, shout out that boy. Shout out that boy. Shout out that boy, Luke Evans, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I told y'all. Listen to this.
On at least two occasions, correct?
Correct.
Oh, look, he met with, he met with Hernandez Govan on at least a couple occasions, right? Listen to this. Follow me.
And he came in and gave you information about this case?
That's correct.
Well, look, he came in, right? So when Stan G and all these people were saying, motherfucker don't know what's going on, that nigga's the police. And the police just admitted that his ass came in and gave them information on the case whenever we get done with it. You know what I'm saying? So all this shit about super cop and all this other shit, this nigga is definitely super cop. Not only did you go step on young Dolph, but then you rat and try to pin this shit on straight drop and court. Man, I'm fucking it up. They can't listen. Fam, they not fucking with me. I told y'all this nigga was a rat, and it was bore out that he was a rat. He met with law enforcement twice. Now listen to this, right? Listen closely.
And he also did that. He had an attorney present, right?
Yes.
And he did that pursuant to an agreement, right, where he had protections.
Listen, he did that pursuant to what? Having protections, right? Grasp.
Something called a proffer agreement, where he got to come in and say
he entered into a proffer. The police finna say, yeah, he entered into a proffer. You know what I'm saying? He entered into a proffer. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
What he wanted to say without his words being used against him. Isn't that correct? Right. And
now, family, listen, this is where we got to get back on point because I want y'all to stay focused. He said he met with law enforcement twice before he entered into a proffer. Before he entered into a proffer, right? Follow me.
And you understand that to mean that some people call that kind of a queen for a day agreement. He's allowed to come in
and tell the truth.
Hopefully, right?
Well, that's on him because then he loses the proper agreement.
Right. Right. And that's the risk, right? People come in and lie.
Well, that's his risk then.
Right.
Right.
But the assumption is he tells the truth under a proffer agreement, and what he's telling.
So, family, so what Luke Evans is doing here, and y'all got to grasp, he basically saying, hopefully he's telling the truth, but he's saying that he was fucking lying. You know what I'm saying? When he came in, right? Hopefully he's telling the truth, but he said, well, if he lied, that's it, right? You know what I'm saying? So Luke Evans already know everything that's going on, right? Because they have to review the evidence. The same evidence that the prosecutors got, he got the same evidence because he has to prepare for the case. They have to give him the evidence. So he has all this same evidence. Luke Evans, right? Let's keep going here.
Law enforcement in that meeting, those words, they can't come in and use those words against him, right?
Yes.
It's a form of something called use immunity, right? But they can't use those.
Look at Paul standing up, right? And I'm finna explain to you what's going on here. Watch how you can already shut Luke down right here.
Words.
So right here, right? And you guys can go back and see this. We all saw it. Paul jumped up and he stopped Luke. Why did he stop Luke, fam? Let me go back over here, right? Let me go back over here. Okay.
DA says investigators have learned more information in his case.
We've come into some information about Mr. Govan's role and medical conditions that make us think that this is the best resolution in order to get justice for the case.
So why did he look like that? He was looking down, countenances fall. It's because, family, this is what happened. Hernandez Govan went in there and he talked to the police. Okay. He basically gave Cornelius Smith and straight drop up, right? To hide what he did. Okay. Remember, when he was with William Massey, he didn't have no bond. He didn't get out of jail. So this is why he said he met with law enforcement a couple times. He never got out. Then he entered into a proffer agreement. When he entered into the proffer agreement, he told them that he fucking shot young Dolph. And they can't fucking use this shit against him because he entered into a fucking proffer. That's why he fucking looking down like, well, we feel like this is the only way for justice, because when he entered into the thing, he told them that I'm a fucking shooter and Big Jook and all of them paid us to go fucking kill young Dolph. Duh. This is why fucking Steve Marroy is looking sad. And this is why Mia J came out and told y'all ass, this ain't gonna be sufficient just because you can put some people in a place, and we want everybody held accountable. We want everybody held accountable. Come on, man. They gotta quit playing. I'm official with this shit. Hernandez Govan, when he entered into the proffer, he told them that he blew young Dolph down. This is why they let his ass out of jail. Okay? It's the first thing I want to establish. His countenance fell. He said, well, we think this is the best way to justice. How is this the best way to justice if he the fucking mastermind? We have come into new information. What new information? The new information when he entered into the proffer agreement. Duh. He told them that he shot young Dolph, but they cannot use this shit against him. Okay? And now the nigga bucking the plea bargain shit. We're going to get to this shit at the end, right? Okay? Now, I ain't done with it, right? Y'all saying, okay, Big Light, I hear what you're saying. Let's go a little bit farther, and I'm going to paint this picture to help y'all understand exactly what's going on. Okay? So he entered into the proffer agreement, and he left out of jail. So what y'all got to understand, this ain't even up for debate or none of this shit. When Big Jook said they don't want to face you, they want to snake you. Big Jook knew that because when I'm finna break down, family, they claimed that Big Jook, the only reason why Big Jook wasn't locked up is because he died. That's fucking cap. And I'm finna bear that out today. That's cap. That's super cap. So they released Hernandez Govan to go out and do whatever he did in setting up CMG, Big Jook, and all. Like they know what time it is over there. And it ain't even up for debate no more. The motherfucker's a rat. So all this shit he been doing up until this point, family, he been lining they ass up. The detective told you that the man's a rat. Now, okay. Also, let's get back over here, right? Because I wanna bear this out real quick, okay? Well, you know what? We'll come back to this, right? With the Big Jook shit, because he said the only reason, which we all heard, the only reason why Big Jook wasn't locked up is because he died. That was cap. Okay. Now, let's get over here, right? Okay. Now, do you guys remember? And let's play this. Okay, let's play this.
Mr. Johnson had no, Mr. Johnson, Jamarcus Johnson, had no involvement in the homicide.
Now, you guys remember that Jamarcus Johnson is the first one to take the first plea on this and plead guilty, and he supposedly cooperated with them, right? But listen to what Paul Hagerman is saying in regards to Justin Johnson.
Before the murder, he had no involvement in the homicide during the murder. His involvement was after the fact, about a week after.
We going back.
Murder and cover up of the murder of Adolph Thornton Jr., known as Dolph, in the community. Mr. Johnson had no, Mr. Johnson, Jamarcus Johnson, had no involvement in the homicide before the murder. He had no involvement in the homicide during the murder. His involvement was after the fact, about a week after the murder of Adolph Thornton. His brother, Justin Johnson, who in fact was one of the shooters and one of the killers of Adolph Thornton Jr., came to him and gave him certain property. A car, not the car used in the murder, but nevertheless a car that Mr. Justin Johnson had possession of, and a cell phone. Cell phones of particular importance because it was Justin Johnson's cell phone that he had during the murder and that he had used for some time before. This Mr. Johnson agreed to take possession of the car, and he agreed to take possession of the cell phone. His taking possession of the cell phone and the car aided in Mr. Justin Johnson's telephone at his request. Or did you tell me that afterwards You used that cellular telephone at his request.
Yes, sir.
Could you describe to me a scenario in which you would place one phone up to another while Justin was on another phone for the benefit of his parole or probation officer?
He was called to get somebody's number, and I would put my phone down on bed, and I would put somebody else's phone right there and talk to somebody.
And you told me about the times that you did that. Is that correct?
Yes,
And you also described times not just with the probation or parole officer, but also with an individual known to you as C.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you now know that individual to be Cornelius Smith. Is that
Yes,
right?
sir.
And you described to me, and you turned this phone over, and in it were text messages with this individual C. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And some of these text messages, some of what you witnessed, was conversation with regard to money that Justin would be getting to C. Is that correct?
He asked for money, yes, sir.
Asked for money.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
Yeah. He was asking him money from somebody else,
Okay. And that somebody else was referred to as Unc. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now let's start right here. So when this guy pled guilty, right? He was asked a question in regards to the murder, right? What y'all gotta remember is that all of these guys, straight dropping all of them, was charged with conspiracy to murder. They claimed that they was planning this shit back in June, right? They never proved conspiracy in this trial. Because once again, if they're telling us that Hernandez Govan is the mastermind, because I'm finna show y'all how they hid him throughout this whole episode, because he's working with the police. If he solicited the murder, right, for young Dolph, how can they prove that? That's Cornelius Smith's word versus Hernandez Govan. Why would he enter into a proffer and go tell and do all this shit if it's his word? That's the only evidence that they have for this so-called conspiracy and all of this shit on this case. Okay. They never presented. This is why you think Paper Route was like they had so much evidence on this case. They didn't even present. This is why they ended this shit so fast. So if Jamarcus Johnson is saying that he got this phone from Justin Johnson, okay, he asked about payment. So if Cornelius Smith is having a talk with Justin Johnson about payment, right? Tell Unc to spend the money. They said that Unc was Big Jook. So where is Hernandez Govan and all of this shit? So if Unc is not Hernandez Govan, what evidence do they really have on Hernandez Govan? What evidence do they have? This right here does not tie Justin Johnson to Hernandez Govan. Nowhere in the trial did they ever show any. All they took was Cornelius. Cornelius Smith was he went on there and said all of this shit, but he was the only witness. So basically, it's his word versus Hernandez Govan word. How can they prove that? How? They're saying that the money came from Big Jook. So if he's the mastermind and he solicited them for the murder, why the fuck didn't he pay them the money? It's because they're trying to hide Hernandez Govan because he entered into a proffer. Hey, listen to this shit, man. Listen to this shit, man. You cannot make this shit up, man. Listen to this.
Outstanding question here, the motive for the actual killing. Can you discuss that at all at this point?
They was asked about the motive for the killing, right? Listen what Paul getting ready to say.
Simply money or something else?
I can't comment on anything on the record. Can't remember whether or not our indictment gets into the motive or not. But I think there probably will be some information forthcoming about that sooner rather than later.
All right. I remember you said in there that.
Listen closely right here what this lady getting ready to say. Listen to this closely.
He had said that he did see there was payment, but to Justin, do we know where that payment is coming from, or who did he receive that from?
I can't comment on that.
I can't comment on that. So once again, this is June 9th, 2023. Big Jook didn't get killed for a whole nother, 6-7 months. So listen, they already got the phone records. Jamarcus Johnson and already and told everything. So how in the fuck, right, is what one's got to understand that Big Jook wasn't locked up. How's he not locked up? If Cornelius, listen, I want y'all to grasp this. Grasp. If Cornelius Smith word is good enough for them to indict Hernandez Govan, okay? As I'm getting ready to show y'all, right? He entered into the proffer right in March and told them basically what happened. So they've had this information since March about Big Jook and all this other shit, right? All this involvement. Why wasn't Big Jook ever locked up? They fucking lying about, oh, well, the only reason he ain't locked up because that's cap. That's super cap. They see where the payment came from. So in the trial, Jamarcus Johnson said that Unc was Big Jook, right? So if Big Jook is Unc, and you think that this the first time he just told them this at the trial? No, he told them that when he first started working with them, when he got arrested, he told them all this information. This is not new information. So why wasn't Big Jook locked up? They fucking lying. They capping. They don't want to fake you. They want to snake you. Is what ones gotta understand. Come on, man. They couldn't prove that shit. This is why they let Hernandez Govan out. So my thing is, if the word was strong enough, if Cornelius Smith's word was strong enough to lock up Hernandez Govan, why Big Jook wasn't locked up? Because they fucking lying. And it's straight like that. Okay. Now, let's go back to let me see here. Now, let's go right here, right? Okay. And I'm finna put all the pieces in the place where they need to be at, right? Now, this right here is an article, right? And this is where Straight Drop and Cornelius Smith got arrested, right? So this is what? January 12th, 2022, right? When they call Straight Drop. But I want you guys to pay attention to something, okay? This is what I want you guys to pay attention to. A grand jury indicted Cornelius Smith, 32, on first-degree murder and other charges in the shooting that killed young Dolph. The Shelby County the vehicle used in young Dolph's killing was being held without bond. Okay? So now, basically, and I want you guys to understand this. And hold on. Okay. So Jamarcus Johnson was locked up first. He got arrested on December 9th. Okay. He got arrested on December 9th. He was the first one locked up, and they held him until they caught Straight Drop, and then they introduced both of them on January 12th as the killers of young Dolph. Okay. Now, Cornelius Smith fingerprints was found in that car. This is why he was locked up, why they came and got him. Okay. Now listen to this, right? Okay. They got him on December 9th, right? But how did they get Cornelius Smith is what ones have to understand. And I'm finna break it down. Now, let's start right here. So let's just stop right there. Okay, let's get back over here, right? Now, we got to pay attention to Luke Evans' cross-examination, okay? Because he's got the same evidence that the state got. Listen to what he said here.
Be clear, you don't have any direct knowledge of Justin Johnson getting a dime for this, right?
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
Okay. So you can't say.
So listen, family, let's just stop right here. Remember, I was just telling you about the conspiracy. He just admitted that he never saw any payment, that he got any money from Hernandez Govan. So how the fuck did they prove that that Hernandez Govan solicited Straight Drop unless Straight Drop is working with the people? Okay, I'm gonna break this shit down on Straight Drop too. Straight Drop working with these people too. But listen, we gonna listen. Straight Drop working with these people too, right? But Well, what we got right here, Cornelius Smith admitted on the stand that he never saw any payment and any knowledge, any money coming from Hernandez Govan to him. So how the hell did he solicit them for the murder and pay them to go murder young Dolph if no money or nothing? How can they prove that? It's basically Cornelius Smith word versus Hernandez Govan. And he entered into a profit agreement for that. It's because he's fucking lying. They know that he is the third shooter, which is the first shooter that blew young Dolph down. He chopped them down with that chopper from the side window. And this is when they came out and they had them on tape to make it seem like, well, these were the only people when they know that Dolph got shot from that side window from the back. This is why he was face down with his arm out the window. Ain't no fucking way. And I'm going to expose that video that this dude pulled up and shot through that fucking glass and wasn't even nobody fucking standing right there. Come on, man. So he admit that he didn't see payment. But listen to this.
He's leaving with his money, right?
Right.
Okay. Now,
you see this lady back here in this pink? She's trying to stop from laughing so bad. Because Luke on Cornelius Smith ass. He know he's snitching and lying like a motherfucker, man. This shit is wild.
a couple other things specifically. When you as you say it, let's kind of put a timing on this. So you said March, you got your current lawyer, and you went back and met with the government again.
Okay, I want you guys to follow this. Because remember, he was the first one that got arrested on this case. So he was arrested, and then listen what he's saying. In March, you went and met with the new attorney.
Of the state.
Back up.
I don't know what month. Like I said, I can't say where like they can win.
Hold on,
But-
33.
And you went back and met with the government again.
Hey, so look, listen.
Be clear, you don't have any direct knowledge of Justin Johnson getting a dime for this, right?
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
Okay. So you can't say he's leaving with his money, right?
Right.
Okay.
You see her back there laughing and shit? She trying to stop from laughing. Oh, my goodness.
A couple
This shit
of
wild.
things specifically. When you as you say it, let's kind of put a timing on this. So you said March, you got your current lawyer, and you went back and met with the government again.
So listen, in March, he's got the current lawyer, and he went back to meet with the government again. Okay? The government.
Right? Or the state.
I don't know what month. Like I said, I can't say where like they can win.
But if I told you met with law enforcement around March 13th of 20.
So on March 13th, because Luke Evans got the receipts. On March 13th, Corn Dog met with them people. And this is 2 months after him and Justin. Well, he had already been in jail in December, but he got indicted in January. And 2 months after that, guess what? He working with them people. Listen to this.
22. Does that sound about right?
I can't put the date on it. I ain't
Okay.
even counted it.
Well, let me ask you this. You said you had a change of heart and your
Okay, so listen. So let me speed this up real quick. 36.
You lost it?
Nah, I sent it on out to my folks.
Okay,
Sent
all
it
right.
on out to my folks, my sister.
Okay. So you started telling the truth then. So surely by August, you met with the state in August 10th of 22.
So look, he met in March, and then he met again with them people in August. Right? Listen to this.
Surely by then you're telling the truth.
Yeah, I'm telling the truth.
And you would agree with me the truth doesn't change. It's the truth, right?
Yeah, it's true. You know, quick brought me in and set me up for the police to capture me. So might as well tell the truth. If we gonna tell the truth.
Okay.
Stop right there. Stop right there. That's what I should tell him when I should be shooting them craps. They playing with my stuff, right? Back when I should be shooting them craps and I hit that 10-4 and everybody want to bet and I this my money make because I know I'm finna hit 4 because I know the combination. Bust them through the door. Don't nobody move. Okay. So what he's telling us, right? Hindsight 2020. In March, he met with law enforcement. Okay. He entered into a proffer in March. He met back with him in August, right? Cornelius Smith is saying the reason why he told is because Hernandez Govan brought him in and gave him up to the police. Okay. Spag this up a little bit, right? He brought him in. Listen to this.
You lost it? Nah, I sent it on out to my folks.
Okay, all right.
Sent it on out to my folks, my sister.
Okay. So you started telling the truth then. So surely by August, you met with the state in August 10th of 22. Surely by then you're telling the truth.
Yeah, I'm telling the truth.
And you would agree with me the truth doesn't change. It's the truth, right?
Yeah, it's the truth. You know, quick brought me in and set me up for the police to capture me, so might as well tell the truth. If we gonna get it, tell the truth.
Okay.
What is Cornelius Smith saying? Now, mind you, he entered into the proffer in March, started working with the people, went back to meet with the state in August. He's saying that Quet had already told them and gave him up to the police, but yet Quet wasn't even locked up yet until November. Almost 8 months later. Almost 8 months later. So how the fuck did Quet set him up, bring him in, set him up to be captured? Okay. What is he saying? Okay. Now let's go to, let me see. Let's stay over here for a minute, right? Okay. He said it right there. Let's go back over here. Speed up a little bit. Listen to this. Okay, we ain't fucking around tonight, man. I told y'all, and I told y'all it was coming.
August 10th of 22. Surely by then you're
I'm telling my sister, like, man, I ain't never did no post.
Listen what he said before I talk to those people. Okay, I ain't never did no. Listen what he finna say. Listen what he's saying.
He saying shit, but you know what I'm saying? Quet already told them everything. They already
So family, listen.
knew everything. So
Quet had already told them everything, but Quet wasn't even locked up yet. He's the family. Quet told them everything. This is why he's saying he entered into the proffer in March, because he had already told everything and set him up. This is how stupid these niggas is, man. This shit is wild. So before Hernandez Govan has even got locked up, he's already how? Let me explain to you what this guy did. This is what he did. Remember, he was asked, where we at on here? Oh, no, hold on. Wait a minute. No, we ain't done yet. We ain't done yet over here. Let me stay over here for a second. Okay, listen to this right here.
might as well, you know, tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Tell my road, tell his road. You know what I'm saying? So be honest.
Wait, and you bring up Quet in this letter.
So family, this letter that went out prior to him working with the state. Listen to what he said on here.
You even tell your sisters that when you saw Quet on December 8th, it was like he had a limited time to find somebody to pin this on.
Stop right there, family. Stop right there. He saw Quet on December 8th, and then he went to jail on what? December 9th. And he's saying that when he met with Quet, it's like he had a limited time to pin this on somebody. So why do he need to pin it on somebody if he the fucking mastermind? If all he did, okay. And y'all got to remember, the only proof that they have is from Cornelius Smith that this shit happened. Nobody testified that Hernandez Govan was the mastermind. And they didn't show any other witnesses that tied Justin Johnson to Hernandez Govan and Cornelius Smith to Hernandez Govan outside of him admitting that he was at one conversation with Big Jug. But he has no proof that any money was like this. How wild this shit is, family. They didn't prove conspiracy. And he's saying that when he met with Hernandez Govan on December 8th, it's like he had a limit. Why is the mastermind who solicited him to go get the murder, to go do the murder, young Dolph, trying to pin the murder on somebody? And they don't even know who this, he's obviously the leastest person, you know what I'm saying? Because, I'm getting ready to show you, okay? I'm going to tell you and I'm going to show you, none of the money ever came from Hernandez Govan. So if none of the money came from him, how can they prove that he solicited them for the murder of young Dolph? What evidence do they have? Because it didn't come out in the trial. That's what y'all got to understand, okay? He had a limited time to pin it on somebody, right? Now, let's get back over here, okay? Let me see something real quick. Okay, let's go here. Now, do y'all remember when he interrogated the detective, right? Where they found the car? Listen to this.
Was any testing done of those bullets and/or bullet fragments to determine whether they were .40 caliber or .7.62 rounds?
Are you saying the bullets or the casing?
The bullets.
Bullets. No, I'm not aware.
Okay. And you also received back into evidence from the medical examiner several bullets and bullet fragments. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And to your knowledge, at any point in time, did anyone try to test those, not just put them to a firearm because you didn't have the particular firearm, but to determine what caliber of bullets were recovered? Any testing? Okay. Now, I want to switch over to Bradley, right? And you recovered the Mercedes from Bradley. Now, you were asked about video, and you had, because you had video from Makita Cookie, correct?
Yes.
And you had video.
So, family, right here, he was asked about what? He was asked about footage. Listen to this, right? Because they know that Hernandez Govan had cameras at his house. Listen to this, right?
Video from Crosstown.
Yes.
And you had video from Valero.
Yes.
And I believe Mr. Hagerman asked you, did you canvass the Bradley neighborhood for any video?
Officers we had other investigators that canvassed the area.
And you also, I think, testified that you knew that Hernandez Govan lived across the street from Bradley.
Yes.
And you and I think other officers at some point in time interviewed Cornelius. Now, I want to switch over to Bradley, right? And you recovered the Mercedes from Bradley. In those photographs, does it appear that the passenger side window is not? You recovered the Mercedes from Bradley. Now, you were asked about video, and you had, because you had video from Makita Cookie, correct?
Yes.
And you had video from Crosstown.
Yes.
And you had video from Valero.
Yes.
And I believe Mr. Hagerman asked you, did you canvass the Bradley neighborhood for any video?
Officers we had other investigators that canvassed the area.
And you also, I think, testified that you knew that Hernandez Govan lived across the street from Bradley.
Yes.
And you you and I think other officers at some point in time interviewed Cornelius Smith. Is that right? Let me ask you this.
Other investigators walked up and down. I don't know if they went to his house, but
You recovered the Mercedes from Bradley. Now, you were asked about video. And you had, because you had video from Makita Cookie, correct?
Yes.
And you had video that you knew that Hernandez Govan lived across the street from Bradley.
yes.
And you and I think other officers at some point in time interviewed Cornelius Smith. Is that right? Let me ask you this. Did you go to Mr. Govan's house to see about whether he had camera footage?
Other investigators walked up and down. I don't know if they went to his house.
Listen with how he curved that. He asked him, and he said other officers walked down. Listen what he's finna say right here.
But usually they walk down and see if they see any cameras affixed to a house outside the house.
Okay. And when you say cameras, they've knocked too, right?
Yes.
Right. It's like, do you have cameras?
Yes.
And at some point in time, you became aware of Mr. Govan as a potential suspect in the case.
Yes.
Right? So that, as Mr. Hagerman's word, you became very interested in him as time went on. Do you recall there being anyone of the officers in the case, you as one of the lead detectives in the case, reporting to you that there were cameras directly across the street from Bradley, where the white Mercedes would have been, facing the Bradley property, the abandoned house where the Mercedes was? Do you recall Cornelius Smith in any of his interviews with law enforcement that you can recall ever saying that Hernandez Govan had cameras at his house that faced the Bradley house?
No, I don't recall that.
And
now, family, did y'all hear how this guy's just sitting up here lying? I don't recall that. This is what happened. This is how they're trying to hide Hernandez Govan from being a shooter. Ain't no fucking way. This is a high profile case, and they canvassed and went down here and didn't see the cameras. Corn Dog told them that they had cameras because he said he called Hernandez Govan to let him know he was going to wipe the car down. Because why? He didn't want to get shot. Because he had cameras there. So how do they not see that the cameras is there? It's because they're fucking lying. Remember what Cornelius Smith said. Hernandez Govan been working with him. So in my opinion, right, from what has been told to me concerning this, when they came down there and canvassed that block, he gave them that footage of Cornelius Smith over there fumbling around on that car, wiping that car. Because if he lived across the street and we need to get a car cover, if Hernandez Govan went into that car to go get the fucking cell phone for Corn Dog, why he ain't just wipe the car down and do all this shit? Come on, man. He set that boy up. He gave them the footage. This is why he told y'all. Hernandez Govan had already told them everything. So Hernandez Govan went and blew Dolph down. He was in on that shit. And then he had the footage of them going fucking with that Benz. And he gave that shit to their ass. Ain't no fucking way that they went down there and didn't get those cameras. This is a fucking lead detective. This is the lead detective. How the fuck you the lead detective and y'all going down here, knocked on everybody's door, canvassed the block, and ain't nobody saw shit? Didn't see the cameras that he said that was there? It's because he gave them the footage and gave their ass up. This is why he said you spoke to Cornelius Smith, and then at some point you became interested in Hernandez Govan. Because when Cornelius Smith came to his senses that he had set this shit up, that he was trying to pin this shit on me, he entered into a profit march and told them what was going on. This is why Hernandez Govan got arrested in November, even though he was already working with the police. How the fuck is he the mastermind? And the car that they saying is tied to the murder was right across the street from the house where he lived at. What type of fucking mastermind is that? A mastermind is a person that's saying, you know what? Y'all go ahead and do that. I need an alibi. Why would I have them the car across the street from where I live at? Like that, that's wild. It's because he was the fucking shooter. This is what's going on. They got the footage. This is how they got Cornelius Smith. This is why he said he had a limited time to pin this on somebody. Because he knew eventually they was coming for his ass, which they eventually caught up with his ass. This is why Luke Evans told the detective, like, he met with law enforcement twice and then he entered into the proffer. So he was already working with the people, but when he entered into the proffer, he actually told them exactly what he did. This is why he said we have come into new information. He already met with law enforcement twice. How did he come into new information? It's because he entered into the proffer. And Luke Evans exposed that shit. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's get official over here on Israelite Talk TV. They got to quit playing out here, man. We stepping on this shit, man. So that's all cap, right? Now, let's go to... And let's go from right here. Let me see. Let me see. Let's get back over here to day one. Let's get back over here to day one. Excuse me. Let's get back over here to day one. And we're going to 659. Listen to this.
When you met with Juke and Quet, and you testified earlier about this, just to be clear, Govan. Govan, before the hit on Dolph, before you did it, had already negotiated with you to get $10,000.
Yeah, from me and $10,000 from Justin.
Okay. Now,
let's start right here, family. If they're saying that Big Jook is the money man, right? They said he was the money man. He was the money and all this shit came from him. If Hernandez Govan is the mastermind, right? Let's just break this shit down. This is simple math, right? I know some of y'all are civilians, but from the people that's from the streets, that's street niggas that classify y'all. Let me break this shit down. If I want to go get somebody knocked off, right? I'm not dealing with Cornelius Smith and the straight drops and all these people. I'm dealing with Hernandez Govan because I can't be tied to the shooters. I met with him. I got to stay anonymous. Okay. So if Big Jook solicited the murder for young Dolph and paid all this money and did all this shit, he put the money up, right? Why would he not just give the money to Hernandez Govan to pay these niggas for the murder? Why is Hernandez Govan asking for $10,000 from him, from Big Jook, and from Cornelius Smith, and $10,000 from Justin Johnson? If Big Jook is the one paying the money, he fined them. You know what I'm saying? We know he obviously got some type of finder fee or something for basically connecting them or whatever. Why would he need $10,000 if he's the mastermind? Do y'all understand how mad this shit is? The mastermind is telling the shooters, you owe me $10,000, but I'm hiring y'all to go kill young Dolph. I'm going to pay y'all to go kill young Dolph, but I need $10,000 from you, corn dog, and I need $10,000 from Justin Johnson. How? How is he the fucking mastermind? How did he solicit the murder and he's telling the shooters that they got to give him $10,000? But yet Big Jook is paid all this money to get them knocked off. Come on, man. Come on, man. Okay. Now, let's go back to let's look. Let's go back over here, right? What we got here? Right here. We just gonna go back to 555. Come on, family. Y'all know I'm cold with this shit, man. Y'all know I'm stepping on this shit, man.
just to be clear, Govan. Govan, before the hit on Dolph, before he did it, had already negotiated with you to get $10,000.
Yeah, from me and $10,000 from Justin.
Okay. Now, I want to be clear about, I'm going to get to that in a minute, but I want to make sure, $10,000 to you, you talked about it before, and then he came back to you after the fact and asked you about the 10, because he wanted his money, right?
Yeah, I want a man too.
Okay. Now, you said today, pretty matter-of-factly, that he had the same $10,000 from Justin. But when you were interviewed by law enforcement in August, they asked you that. And you said, I think he had the same deal with Justin. Right? So do you know it or do you think it?
I probably did
Listen,
say that.
once again, didn't I tell y'all, there's no family. I think there's no tying straight drop to Hernandez Govan that was not proven in this trial. This is why I keep telling y'all, he coming back on appeal. He coming home on appeal. Where's the conspiracy at? They didn't prove conspiracy. I can't say for sure he had the same deal. So he can't say for sure that. How can you prove that it's conspiracy if he can't prove none of this shit? Come on, man. Y'all missed this right here too, then y'all. Let me 55. Let's go right here.
And quick, he was going one way, I was going the opposite way, and he blew the horn, and I pulled on.
Listen. So listen to this.
I had saw that when I saw Quick, and he was telling me that we had to meet up at the restaurant or whatever to get up with Juke.
Hold on, let me bag this back right here.
They were driving on the street or whatever. I had her to have her face mask on, and she said they had their face masks on, so we don't know who it was, but they gave her $300.
Family. Everybody was laughing about the $800. Man, the man got paid $800 to kill young Dolph. Once again. Okay? And we can go here, but y'all done heard this already. Justin Johnson, now listen to this shit. Justin Johnson was the one who sent somebody over to him, gave him $500, okay? And then he sent a letter with $300 in there and paid them. So at no time did this money come from Hernandez Govan. At no time did Cornelius Smith admit that Hernandez Govan solicited him for the murder and paid him to kill young Dolph. Think about that. If he solicited him and gave him the money to go kill young Dolph, they never proved that in court. They didn't even ask him shit about he said that he got the lawyer, which we know that, they paid for the lawyer and shit. But the money that's coming that was supposed to have been paid to him wasn't coming to him from no fucking mastermind, no Hernandez Govan. The money came from Justin Johnson. So what the hell was Hernandez Govan locked up for? He didn't give him the $500. He didn't give his ass the $300. Justin Johnson sent somebody with the money to him and gave him this money. So none of the money from none of the testimony we heard came through Hernandez Govan hand. So how can they prove that Hernandez Govan, they basically taking Cornelius Smith's word to do this shit? And if that's the case, he been told him in March, because he entered into a proffer in March, why wasn't Big Juke locked up? If the word was strong enough to lock up Hernandez Govan, why Big Juke wasn't locked up? Because they fucking lying. It's cap. Okay? Hernandez Govan was a fucking shooter. He wasn't no fucking mastermind, man. Come on, man. Listen, he went at the crib and Quet was doing all the talking. Big Juke was just agreeing. So if Big Juke is the money man, why not just get the money to Hernandez Govan and pay him? Why is he getting money from Justin Johnson? He didn't say one time that Hernandez Govan had any money and was giving him any money. He said it was Big Juke, that they had hits on him. You know what I'm saying? At what point did Hernandez Govan get this motherfucker any money when we listened to the trial? $500 came from Justin Johnson. The other $300 came from Justin Johnson. Not no fucking Hernandez Govan, who they try to sell us as a fucking mastermind. Come on, man. A fucking shooter. A first shooter. Come on, man. I've been told y'all this shit. Listen to this, man. Listen to this. Listen to this, fam.
$100. Okay. This is from Justin's folks.
Yeah, this from Justin folks.
So Justin Folks gave him the money, not Hernandez Govan. But listen to what he got to say in regards to Hernandez Govan.
All right, so now we've been paid about $800.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is there any other payment coming?
Nah, all the payments stopped, man.
All the payments stopped.
Everything stopped.
Is there any time that you or your girlfriend or anybody received a large payment?
Nah.
How much longer passes until you're arrested about?
Probably about a week after I had saw that when I saw Quick. He was telling me that we had to meet up at the restaurant or whatever to get up with Chip, get my money or whatever.
Stop right there. So why the fuck, if Hernandez Govan is the fucking mastermind, why do him and Big Jik, why do him and Hernandez Govan gotta go meet up with Big Jik to get the money? It's because Hernandez Govan is not no fucking mastermind. He was the shooter. He's one of the shooters. Family, is y'all following this shit? The mastermind got the money. The mastermind, hey, you go do this. Here go your 50,000. Here go your 50,000. I'll holler at y'all. Why do he gotta go with her? We gotta go meet Big Jik to get the money. So obviously, Hernandez Govan ain't no fucking mastermind. And this is why Steve Mulroy told y'all we came into some new evidence and we feel this is the best way to justice. Because he's not no fucking mastermind. He's the shooter. He was paid to take out young Dolph, just like Straight Dropping all of them was paid to take out. Okay? Hernandez Govan got paid. He said, we gonna go up there and meet with Jik to get the money. So do y'all remember? Excuse me. Do y'all remember when they said that they had all this police surrounding Privé when young Dolph got killed? This is why. They know that they had something to do with the young Dolph shit. You know what I'm saying? And they were supposed to meet with Big Jik to go get the money. Hernandez Govan is not no fucking, he's a shooter. He's a fucking shooter. Why he ain't got the money if he the mastermind? Come on, man. If you a boss and you sending motherfuckers to do work, well, I don't want y'all niggas coming to meet with me. And he asked Cornelius Smith, could you just went straight to Jik? No. He had to go through who? Quet. So why don't Quet got the money to cash him and Justin Johnson out? Justin Johnson paid him the money. Listen to this shit, right? 708. Listen to this shit, fam. 708. 708. 708. 708.
When Quick gave me the money for the car code, it was the same day that they had found.
So he, hold on.
All right. But you had already went to Pressure World and done all that by the time you go back to Whitewood. You
went to Pressure World and done what?
Got your phone.
Yeah, I went to Pressure World the day right after we shut off, like after we split up from the apartment. I went to Pressure World. Same day.
So listen to what he said. Right after they killed young Dolph. So you telling me, family, this is what y'all gotta understand. Listen to this. Y'all telling me that they just did this murder in this hot ass Benz that's parked across the street from Hernandez Govan's house, right? You telling me that this motherfucker went across the street, got the phone out the car, met this nigga at Pressure War. Where they do that at? Listen, if that was me, I don't give a fuck. That car would have been burnt down on Bradley Street. That shit would have been burnt down in his driveway. Hell, we got to get rid of the car. We got to get a car. Family. A car cover. Hey man, go get a car cover. We need to. Come on, man. It's easy to move that shit at night. It's easy to move this shit at night. You could have ran that motherfucker anywhere but Bradley Street. In my opinion, they don't got the car from the murder. I believe that the car that they got is not the same car that was used in the murder. And I'm waiting on some more information to come in on that. You know, I got people that's still sending me information. But I truly believe that the car that they pulled off Bradley Street is not the car. I believe it was a lookalike car. You know what I'm saying? And this is why. But like I said, when I'm gonna do more on that. But I don't believe that the car that they got is the actual car that was used in the murder, because y'all got to remember, Cornelius Smith said he got shot 2 times. He got hit in the shoulder and he got hit in the leg. It'd have been blood all in that fucking car. Did y'all see when I get to this footage, this shit finna blow y'all mind. When they got the Kiana Cooper, the straight drop cousin or whatever, wasn't no blood on him. Wasn't none of that shit going on. A nigga that's hitting the shoulder and hit, like, you know what I'm saying? If you been shot, you know. It's gonna be fucking blood everywhere, man. If you got hit in the shoulder, that shit gonna be leaking and running. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it should have been DNA in the car. If he shot through the car and got hit in the shoulder in the car, it should have been DNA and all that shit in the car. They didn't recover none of that. So you telling me they wiped down all this blood and did all of this shit, and you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. But they still found Cornelius Smith's fingerprint in the car after he supposedly wiped all this shit down. It's cap, man. And this is why Luke Evans said, you never said that you wiped that car down. The first time we heard that was today. They fucking lying, family. It's just what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
When you talked about in your testimony about getting a car covered.
Listen to this shit about the car cover. Listen to this.
When is that in relation to when you wiped the car down?
Like, when Quinn gave me the money for the car cover, it was the same day that they had found the car. Same, like early that morning, he gave me the money for the car cover. And I was gonna put it on there later on the night, but they found the car.
And just to be clear, if I remember right, you said Quet called you to say, I need you to come over here and get money for a car cover and go cover that car.
Him and Justin was talking about that anyway. Him and Justin was talking about that anyway.
Well, were you part of the? Let me ask, were you part of the conversation between Govan and Justin to be talking about that anyway?
What you mean? Was like,
you just said he and Justin were talking about that. Were you part of those conversations?
Justin was telling him he was gonna send him some cash out money to buy a car cover so we could cover.
How do you know that?
Because I went over there. I was over Govan house. We got some pills for him and everything. Like, and we were talking about we had to get rid of this car. We were saying we need to get rid of this car. When Quinn gave me the money for the car cover, it was the same day that they.
Oh, family, he's saying Justin Johnson sent Hernandez Govan cash out money for a car cover. Listen to this.
He had found the car. Same, like early that morning, he gave me the money for the car cover. And I was gonna put it on there later on the night, but they found the car.
And just to be clear, if I remember right, you said Quet called you to say, I need you to come over here and get money for a car cover and go cover that car.
Him and Justin was talking about that anyway. Him and Justin was talking about that anyway.
Well, were you part of the? Let me ask, were you part of the conversation between Govan and Justin to be talking about that anyway?
What you mean? Was like,
you just said he and Justin were talking about that. Were you part of those conversations?
Justin was telling him he was gonna send him some cash out money to buy a car cover so we could cover.
How do you know that?
Family, so you telling me that they telling us that Hernandez Govan is the fucking mastermind, and Straight Drop is sending him money to go buy a car cover? Where they do this shit at? Come on, man. Where they do this shit at? Straight Drop, this guy right here, is sending the mastermind cash out money to buy a car cover? How's Hernandez Govan the fucking mastermind? He's not no fucking mastermind. He's one of the shooters, man. It's simple as that. The mastermind don't need no money from the shooter. It sounds like Justin Johnson is the fucking mastermind. He gave Cornelius Smith the $800. He gave Hernandez Govan the money to get the car cover. Okay. We got to go meet with Hernandez. Govan ain't got shit. But he's the mastermind. How? Come on, man. They lying like a motherfucker, man. Now listen to this. Let me bag this back up, right? Come on, man. Y'all know I'm cold with this shit, man. Y'all know I'm cold with this shit, man. This is why Hernandez Govan have his ass over here, because he know what time it is. They know I'm stepping on this shit, man. That other shit, some of that, man, motherfuckers out here with fairy tale, them giving you the straight sauce, man. Come on, man. Unheard of. And these boys done.
And he
Listen,
had told you
y'all
that
got to
you-
understand, family. Y'all got to understand that all the big blogs that already did they exposés, gave they commentary on it. They ain't told y'all none of this shit. They ain't told y'all none of this shit. They ain't broke this shit down and gave it to y'all. I gave it to you. Come on, man. I'm the truth with this shit. Listen to this right here. Listen to this.
Looks said it was too hot right now.
Yeah, it was too hot right now.
But
Listen to this right here. I'll go 49. Let's start right there.
when you cleaned it down, was it still in the driveway or was it in the
Nah,
back?
it was in the backyard when I cleaned it down.
So it had already been pushed to the back?
Yeah.
Did you take anything out of the car?
Nah, I ain't take them there.
Wiped it down and left?
Yeah, wiped down and left.
You were describing staying in touch with Justin, is that right?
Yeah.
To your knowledge, was he still in town or out of town?
My knowledge, he was here.
And you had mentioned the money, is that correct?
Yeah.
And he had told you that Joke said it was too hot right now.
Yeah, it was too hot right now.
But were you still interested in your money?
Yeah, I just...
So, family, y'all hear this shit? Jug said is what? Let me bag this back up, man. Let me bag this back up for you guys.
I had met with him, but you know, I ain't have no number on him.
How many times had you met with Joe?
Just one time at Quit House.
At Quet's house?
Yeah, Quit House.
And when did that happen? Before or after Dolph was killed?
It was before.
When that happened, was there conversation about these hits on the PRE rappers?
Yeah,
hold on, let me back up.
I know I opened the door with no gloves on.
And when you cleaned it off, was it daytime or nighttime?
It was nighttime.
So your nighttime on Bradley,
Yeah.
cleaning out this
Shot
Mercedes.
and everything, yup. Shot
And
and
you been shot in the shoulder.
Yeah.
When you cleaned it down, was it still in the driveway or was it in the
Nah,
back?
it was in the backyard when I cleaned it down.
So it had already been pushed to the back?
Yeah.
Did you take anything out of the car?
Nah, I ain't take them there.
Wiped it down and left?
Yeah, wiped down and left.
You were describing staying in touch with Justin, is that right?
Yeah.
To your knowledge, was he still in town or out of town?
My knowledge, he was...
So he asked him, did he stay in touch with Justin, right? Now listen to this.
Sure.
And you had mentioned the money, is that correct?
Yeah.
And he had told you that Joke said it was too hot right now.
Yeah, it was too hot right now.
So, family, do y'all like? Look, I ain't even got to go no more on this shit. He's saying that he talked to. Why is he talking to Justin Johnson about the money if Hernandez Govan solicited him for the murder? Wouldn't he be going to Hernandez Govan asking about the money? Why is he asking Justin Johnson about the money? Oh, Big Jake said it's too hot right now. Hernandez Govan don't know this and he's the mastermind. This is what y'all got to understand, family. This is what y'all got to understand. They fucking lied. Hernandez Govan is the third shooter. He's the first shooter. This is why. Do y'all remember when they first came out with this? Okay. Remember when they came out with this right here? Okay, let's blow this up. You telling me that this big motherfucker right here is Cornelius Smith right here. Cornelius Smith then already admitted and said that he's this guy in this blue. How the hell is he this damn big? And this guy over here is way smaller than this guy right here. How is this Cornelius Smith? When you go, family, listen, when you look at this, right? When you look at this right here, You see straight drop. He looked more slim, more, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Now look at this guy right here. You telling me that this guy right here, okay, let's get that paused. You're telling me that this guy right here, family, grasp. You telling me that this nigga right here is this same guy right here. You telling me that this guy, because remember, is straight drop. So what he do? He was big and he went on a diet for like a few weeks, and then he broke back down, family, and then he broke back down to this size right here. Nah, it don't work like that. Okay. That original picture, which they scrubbed and removed from the internet, and we got it, of Big Dog is Hernandez Govan, man. And it's just what it is, man. This is why. Now look how ornery this nigga is, right? Listen how ornery this nigga is, right? Okay, listen how ornery this nigga right here is. This goddamn Hernandez Govan, he a piece of work, man. Now listen to this right here, family.
For the man accused of killing Memphis rapper Young Dolph. Prosecutors say Hernandez Govan was the mastermind in the killing back in November of 2021. ABC 24's Scott Mattis is here now with details as lawyers on both sides prepare to make their case to a jury. Good evening, Scott.
Well, good evening to you, Richard. Today was the last day, like you said, that Govan and his defense team had to accept that plea deal from prosecutors, and that's why a trial date has now been set. Now, the prosecution, well, they say Govan was the one who recruited the
Y'all understand this shit? This motherfucker's so ornery, he done rejected the plea. I ain't taking that shit. We can go to trial. Do y'all see how ornery this nigga is? This motherfucking dick. This goddamn Hernandez Govan is a motherfucker, man. He rejected the plea. He rejected the plea. And now we got a trial date that's set for July. Listen what I'm saying. Because he's working the system. He gave their ass up, and now he's reneging on the deal with the state. They getting ready to cook his ass. And so if they go to trial, they got to bring the evidence. But see, once again, he entered into a proffer. So then are they going to be able to use they're not going to be able to use the information from the proffer. Okay. So this shit finna get interesting in July of this upcoming year, right? Wednesday will be the 1st. Tomorrow, the last day. And in some places, if y'all on the East Coast, it's already 12 o'clock. So tomorrow is the 1st. Right? Listen to this shit.
That plea deal from prosecutors, and that's why a trial date has now been set. Now, the prosecution, well, they say Govan was the one who recruited the shooters to kill young Dolph, while the defense says otherwise.
Everybody who is involved are responsible for this murder, and we're going to make sure that everybody who is involved gets justice.
Friday morning inside a Shelby County court, Hernandez.
So y'all got to understand that this motherfucker Steve Marroy is in a pickle, man. He's in a pickle. We know that Rock Nation paid you that money and put you in there. We know the boss just paid you the money and put you in there. But what are you going to do? See, what y'all got to understand with this lawyer shit, they know that CMG paid that money for them lawyers. Straight drop, cornbread, and also this nigga right here. They know this. What y'all got to understand is that these lawyers, why do you think that, remember they were saying the lawyers they was going to get the CMG, Arthur Horn, and all these people. Remember all these lawyers bagged up because they know that the feds was watching this case and the money that's coming. They already know that CMG has something to do with the devil. They already know that Gotti has something to do with it. And it's Gotti. Okay? Ain't all this, it's Gotti. You know what I'm saying? It's Gotti. Okay? Big Jook got dragged into the shit because of Gotti. That's his little brother. He's supposed to ride with his little brother. Okay? It's his little brother. That's my little brother. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the beef is between Gotti and Dolph. This is why they brought this shit up in the trial. This is why Cornelius Smith said Gotti and them. They say he was the second in charge. He wasn't the top dog. He was the second in charge. Just why, listen, why you think that your boy Pauline said that he was the second in charge? He wasn't the top in charge. He was the second in charge. The top in charge is Gotti. Grass. Look at this rascal, man. This motherfucker right here. This is a slimy motherfucker right here. This motherfucking Hernandez Govan. See, these type of guys right here. See, when you in the streets, right? You got sharks, right? You got sharks. But what a lot of people don't understand and don't know is that you got the oracles. The oracles is way vicious than the great whites, even though they done jaws and all that shit. The killer whale, they eat sharks for breakfast. That's why when you hear Lil Durk say, we be killing all the killers, or however, he said in the rap song. You see what I'm saying? That's a whole nother tier. You know what I'm saying? So you got to send them oracles at motherfuckers like him, because he gonna step, but he foul though. You know what I'm saying? Because we already confirmed that he's working with them people, and now he bagging. He like, shit, I ain't doing no time. Fuck that plea bargain. Let's go to trial. I'm not taking that. This motherfucker right here, Iron, they getting ready to cook his ass though. And this is why his daughter lost his life. I told y'all this. This shit wild as hell, fam. This shit wild as hell, man. But at the end of the day, as I just gave it to y'all, Hernandez Govan is the first shooter. He's the shooter they hid from this shit, and he's the first one that chopped off down from that side. This is why you never found him. Wait till I break this footage shit down. On everything I love, I got him. I got them dead nuts on everything I love. I dare not want to just get that shit to y'all right now. I dare not just want to get that shit to y'all right now. On everything. You know what I'm saying? I dare not just want to get this shit to y'all right now, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit wild. But Hernandez Govan shot and killed young Dolph, man. He hit him with that chopper. You know what I'm saying? He hit him from the side window. This is why we never got no footage from the Family Dollar. This is why they never showed. Listen, we saw the video of, why didn't they show us the street, a young Dolph pulling into the cookie shop and the beings riding right past and making a block and coming back around? Because they lying. And something else just caught my eye. I believe what happened, and we're gonna get more. And I broke this shit down about the cell phones and Justin Johnson, mama, and all that shit involved in the case of young Dolph. From what I just peeped today, it sounded to me like Jamarcus Johnson had that phone during the murder, and your boy had his mama phone. Okay, we're gonna talk more about that, you know what I'm saying, in the days to come, right? But at any rate, right, Hernandez Govan is the third shooter, and now he's getting ready to go to trial. I wouldn't be surprised if this is what I'm sitting back watching. Is the feds gonna move in for this indictment? Okay, straight drop working with them people. I got a video that's coming on that. I already told y'all that. And family, y'all gotta understand this, right? The trial brought out that straight drop basically had straight drop basically had whatchamacallit, he sent your boy Cornelius Smith a kite, third-party cooperation, and told them to tell on Hernandez Govan and Juk because they not fucking with us. Okay. But once again, if all the money is coming from Juk, why would he tell them to take down Hernandez Govan? Why would Straight Drop tell Cornelius Smith to take down Hernandez Govan and Big Juk? Because they not fucking with us. That's third-party cooperation. And he cooperated with the people. So you think that Straight Drop is... I'm going to break down what's going on with Straight Drop because he is cooperating. But they have to hide him right now. They're keeping him hidden. All this is why you think they adding all this time, and we're gonna add this for this and that, because they know that he's coming back on appeal and he's gonna get that time back. They never proved the money came from Hernandez Govan to Straight Drop. Who testified that Hernandez Govan gave Straight Drop the money? All they're taking is Cornelius Smith's word. What proof do they have? If Straight Drop didn't talk to the people, then come on, man. What do they have? They ain't got shit, man. So, like I said, excuse me, Hernandez Govan was the third shooter, the first shooter. I broke the shit down. I gave it to y'all, man. And it's just what it is, man. Okay. So, with that being said, right? With that being said, right? Let me get over here to the comment section, man, and see what y'all got going on. Okay. Man, shout out to everybody that's checking in. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Right? Jacob, wake up, man. What's up, boy? Man, y'all already know what time it is, man. Much love, man. Yep, they don't want the truth to be heard. Right? What up with it? Okay, right here. I saw Govan wearing gray sweatpants on the scene and Big Boogie too from CMG. Oh, now family, let me ask you something, right? Hold on. I almost forgot something, right? I didn't get to it in this live, but I got it. And I'm not finna go back all through here and find this, but if I gotta find it, I go find it, right? Cornelius Smith said that Hernandez Govan told him that he heard that Dolph had shot one of them because DNA was found on the scene. How would Hernandez Govan know that DNA was found on the scene? How do he know that blood was left on the scene? So if blood was left on the scene when they got Cornelius Smith, they already knew that family, listen. So family, let me ask you something. The nigga got shot in the shoulder, got hit in the thigh, never went to the hospital, according to what they saying. Oh, I just bandaged this shit up and did this. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. He ain't family. What hospital did he go to? You telling me that it was blood left on the scene, right? You telling me it was blood left? Family, listen to this shit. It was blood left on the scene. Hernandez Govan told him it was dead. One of y'all blood is on the scene. They said that Dolph had shot one of y'all. But you came to find out it was actually Marcus that shot it, wasn't Dolph. Yeah. So if his DNA was on the scene, family, and his fingerprints was in the car, come on, man. You don't think they tested hey, man, let me see if your DNA line up with this shit right here. What type of police detective work is being done if they didn't do that, man? They know what time it is, man. This motherfucker is the third shooter. He didn't get in the bins, though. When he shot, he went through the back. This is why when the woman was telling you there was people that went through the family, came into the Family Dollar and did all this shit, that was Hernandez Govan. This was Hernandez Govan running his ass into the back of that store and changing out them clothes and shit. Okay? Come on, man. We didn't get no footage from the Family Dollar, none from the Shell gas station, none of this shit. All we got was edited footage. Okay? Edited footage. Okay? It's what they did. They removed out what really happened in the cookie shop, and I'm going to break that down when I do the video on the footage. Okay? This what it is, fam. You know what I'm saying? He was on the scene. Son Ye says Jay-Z and the Feds, Dolph, Nipsey. Okay. We gonna talk about Jay-Z and all that shit, man. We got it. We finna the start of the year. Okay. Because like I said, it's already the 31st if you're on the East Coast. It's 11 out here. You know what I'm saying? But we got one more day. It's the first. I'm finna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? G Money says facts. He played chess. I keep telling him. Yeah, that's what's going on. Hernandez Govan, a slimy motherfucker, man. Did the killing, try to pin the shit on straight dropping Cornelia Smith. And now he don't even want to take he entered to a profit. He don't want to do no time. Okay. Real shit, man. Icky Craig says, how did you get your stream to show up on your live pages? I ain't sure what you saying on that. Hey, Jay Real said that's the oh my goodness. On everything, right? That's right. Boy. Yep. And right here. And Cornbread says, since Govan had already told, I might as well tell it all. So Govan was already working with the police before he was even arrested. This hey, listen, this is nasty work. You know what I'm saying? Nasty work. Sanye says every artist that turned down Rat Nation and speak on the reason why something happens to him. Mm-hmm. Okay. This shit wild as hell. I don't know what the hell going on with this app, man. This shit like on everything, like it's got like, you know what I'm saying? This shit just look at this shit, fam. Look at this shit. Proof that they playing games. Now, do y'all see right here? The last comment that's showing up in my chat is from G Money, right? Right? Do y'all see all these comments and shit that's on there? Where's all this shit at on here? You know what I'm saying? It's showing you this down there 90 some people in the thing. It's showing up here that it's only 70 some. That's what I'm saying, man. Like these motherfuckers is off the chain, man, with this shit, man. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? So let me go in here. Okay, G Money says I said that 3 years ago. Why ain't my shit sinking? This shit wild as hell. Anyway, man, your girl says I believe Govan killed Big Jip. They hating like a motherfucker, man, on my shit, man. Hey, but anyway, let's do this real quick, right? This is what I want to do. I'm gonna drop this link into the comment section. If anybody want to come on live, speak on this shit, speak on whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's you know this shit open to the public now. just make sure when you guys come in, if you want to come on live, come on live. Just make sure y'all got your camera and shit on so that the people that's that's watching this or going to watch it later are able to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We try to be transparent around here. Like I'm on live, like y'all see me. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all see me in the street. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what up, big light? You know what I'm saying? So it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, right? Okay. At the end of the day, why won't that seeing? Why won't that seeing? Fam, I don't know what the hell is going on, man. Oh my goodness. I mean, they playing with my chat like a mug, man. Why can't I send this? Let me see what the hell's going on. Okay. So now y'all see how everything that caught back up, but it's still showing that. So this is what I was trying to read to you guys. Now it's showing back up. Let me close some of these because, like y'all said, maybe this is what it is. Close that. All right, so I got all those closed. That's closed. Okay, so at this point, like I said, let me see if I can resend the link again. Let's see here. If I guess, let's copy that. Okay, so like I said, I dropped the link down there if anybody want to come on. Like I said, make sure y'all got your cameras on. That way, if people want to watch this afterwards or that's going to watch this afterwards, they able to see, what's going on, man. We ain't ducking. We ain't doing no ducking. Your girl says, Mr. Ian said we watched the chessboard. Queen Toya says, or is it Tanya? Tanya, salute. Just subscribe to your channel. Having to be 100. Dog case, I have been following Dolph's unliving from the moment it aired. Man, long live that boy Dolph, man. Long live that boy Dolph, man. Man, the ones that go out there and get it, and then, you know what I'm saying, they really mess, because a lot of these people, they don't mess with the people. This is why they having problems now. You gotta fuck with your people. This the only people that's gonna back you up when shit go down. Dolph ain't here to defend himself. The PRE members can't speak on, they street niggas. They can't speak on this shit. You know what I'm saying? So we got to do the speaking for them. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. This is why you keep your tabs. This is why you never lose your link to the people. And this is why we're going to talk about Jay-Z and all them. Like I said, it's open. Whatever y'all want to talk about. Let me say this, right? Because now we just finna kick it. Whatever y'all want to talk about, we can talk about. Finish talking about this Dolph case. If y'all got other shit y'all want to talk about, we could talk about it. I'm up. We finna kick it. You know what I'm saying? Because tomorrow tomorrow I'm gonna be out anyway. You know what I'm saying? I am gonna pop out. You know what I'm saying? Probably go out of town somewhere, kind of hang out and shit tomorrow. So this is why I wanted to get this out the way. But okay, MR says you said there was another shooter too. No diss because you trying to find out. Yet some other podcast spread so many lies, and the video of Dolph hitting the ground is out there. Yet nobody shares it. I don't know. Listen, MR said there's a lot of lies out there, but you got to understand. I got sources down in Memphis, real sources down in Memphis. Okay, I keep telling y'all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling y'all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't y'all understand? Let me get in here, man. I don't think they understand. You know, I don't think they understand, man. Let me get in this phone, man. Cause I really don't think they understand this shit, man. You know what? Make sure y'all follow me on IG. I'm gonna post that shit on IG, man. Come on, man. Be in Memphis, man. Y'all listen, man. A lot of these guys is capping to get views and all this other shit. There was a third shooter, which is the first shooter. How the hell could Dolph be laying down, face down, and like wait till I get back to I'm gonna do the footage, and ain't gonna be nothing else to talk about. I'm gonna do my expose on the young Dolph footage that they provided to us during the trial. I'm gonna show you where they edited shit at. I got it. I damn want to show y'all this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, everything. But we gonna drop that shit, right? I want to break this shit down. I want to be thorough with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm giving it to you, man. Let's see here. Sada says, "What's your other channel? Name, drop the link for your other channels. Couldn't find it last time. All right, well, let's do this right here. Let's do this right here. Let's do this right here. Let me go. Boom. Let me go right here. Boom. Okay, let's go share. Now, let's go to here. Hold on, let's go back over here, right? Let's do this right here. Let me get this added. So look, when y'all go to my channel, all I got to do is go to my main channel, right? This is my main channel right here. When you go over here, right? When you come over here, all you're going to do is scroll all the way down to the bottom. And you see this right here where it says certified channels at? You just going to click on KOI University. And I'm going to get back active over there this month. But if y'all notice right here, okay, and I added some of these, but these are videos. Let me come back over here. These are videos on here that I've done. Well, some of them I added on there, but a lot of these videos I've done like debunking Christianity, shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go check on some of this shit. So even like 3 years ago, before I even like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they come over here and do all this capping and shit, but I got all type of teachers and shit on over here on this channel. And also, right? Okay, let's do this right here. Let's go to boom. Let's go here. Hold on. Let me re-add this again. Hold on. All right, let's go. Boom. Now, let's go here. You know what? Let's do this right here. Hey, also, man, listen, on some real shit. Let me add this to the thing. If y'all want to support the channel, hit the Cash App. Hit the, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see right here, right? We're gonna be transparent. Y'all see estimated revenue 440. What the hell I'm gonna do with $4.40? Okay. Tell them boys show y'all that back end. That back end. That back end. I ain't got number $4 in the in the kitty. So y'all know YouTube don't pay me. They don't pay me. If y'all want to support, hit the Cash App. Send me a you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gotta keep this shit asleep, right? Okay. Now check this out right here, right? Let me show you guys something. Okay. Okay. Let me see something real quick. Popping shit tonight, man. So family, once again, right? Now let me get this added back to the queue. Do you guys see this right here? This is my other channel right here. Okay. This is my other channel right here. Where I be doing all the teachings on, right? But do y'all see all this? Listen, family, let me show y'all something, right? Because them Israelites be coming through here talking that shit. They be coming through here popping that shit, right? And I'm gonna explain to y'all why. Do y'all see all these teachings that I done? I got all this shit is unlisted in private. Y'all see it. I'm showing it to y'all. All these teachings I done, man. This going, look, fam. Like, look, y'all see this shit? 2009. I've been doing this shit. 2019, 2018. You know, don't y'all see this shit? This back when I had the fam. Listen, man. Let me help y'all out, man. This all the way back when I had the the shorties, man. When I had the shorties, man. Come on, man. Y'all better quit. Y'all better quit playing, man. Man, they hating on my shit. They be hating on my shit hard as hell on everything. Cause they already know. Let me get back over here. They already know, right? They already know, right? Sada says the whole case was built on lies. We had to weed out the truth through deception. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do have let me see here. Sada says, didn't you say you had Israelite Talk Media? I do, but I ain't got that up and running yet. If y'all want to rock with Israelite Talk TV, man, make sure y'all tap in with me. You know what I'm saying? Send me an email. Go hit me on Instagram. DM me. Get at me. And you know what I'm saying? Let's get it on. You know what I'm saying? But as I was saying, going back to this tab, though, if you look on here, fam, you know, I got videos going all the way back to 2016. You know what I'm saying? I just got everything on private because you know, I'm following a whole nother path now. You know, I had come to the really. Oh, did y'all see that? Let me see. Y'all see this right here? Y'all see all these teachings I done? If y'all notice, look, going all the way back to my first video that I did was in 2016, and these was all teachings before I started Israelite Talk TV. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do a video kind of breaking down Israelite Talk TV, but all these videos are private. You know, I got some real controversial videos on here, man. Some of these big leaders that y'all follow, like say, like I expose this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm finna bring this shit to Israelite Talk TV, man. I ain't playing around, man. Real shit. Like, look, you know what I'm saying? Look, I've been exposed these boys, man. Let me see something real quick. Like, let me see. Hey, look, once again, let's do. Let me click on this real quick. Let me see something. So y'all see, this is private 5 years ago, right? Let me see. So this right here, fam. Look, I've been doing this, right? This is a video I did back in 2000. This 5 years ago. Come on, I'm back on their ass 2025, right? Listen.
So you got the tetragrammaton, right? This is Yah.
This why I'm big light.
Ha.
Listen.
Wa. Ha. So how do you...
Fam, this why I'm big light. Listen, this why I'm big light. This is why I'm big light.
Read the Hebrew from right to left. Yahweh.
And when he began his ministry, it says here Yahushua, but when you go to the Hebrew, here in the Paleo Hebrew, it's Yahweh Shai. So that's the Lord's name, Yahweh Shai. He deliverer or he savior.
Yeah, Yahuwah is his name. What?
The Heavenly Father's name and His Son's name. All right? So the difference here is, now I'm going to break down these characters, right? Yah by itself means He. Yah by itself means He, and how it means to be, or present, or He's present, or He is. When you break it down to somebody, when you say Yahweh, you're saying He is. Like He told Moses, I am. Over here, Yah means He, and these so-called Jews over there in Israel call themselves speaking the Hebrew, but we don't believe that that's the real Hebrew. Now, the Hebrew that we teach, that we have names, we got our names from the ancient Hebrew. Like, for example, Gabar, that's Hebrew for warrior. Now, could we be wrong? Yeah, we could be wrong. Now, could we be wrong? Yeah, we could be wrong. Now, could we be wrong? Yeah, we could be wrong. Until you get a time machine and go back into time, during the time of King David, or before that, or during the time of Yahushua.
Hey, fam, listen, man.
Yahweh, that's the name. When it says Lord God in the English, that's the name right there. Yahweh. The 4 characters that, like I showed you earlier, 1 second, we're going to go back to that. This is what you're reading in the Hebrew. The Yahweh. The tetragram derived from that.
Hey, y'all know who this is, right? This is your boy Nathaniel. He's a big, you know what I'm saying? Like, he done been on some of these big platforms. They lift him up like he's this big prophet. But listen to this. I've been crushed these boys. This is why I'm big light. I've been crushed these boys. Like, come on, man. Listen to this.
And I appeared unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob by the name of God Almighty. But by my name, Jehovah, was I not known to them.
Now, depending on your form of Hebrew, you have some people pronounce it Yahweh. Another group pronounce it Yahuwah. We were taught Yahweh.
To use the ancient Hebrew. So.
Have you ever heard the ancient Hebrew spoken?
Yeah, I mean, just.
You've heard the ancient Hebrew spoken?
I mean, you mean.
I'm talking about from back way thousands of years ago. You heard it for yourself?
No, I wasn't there. No.
Right, exactly. Nobody's heard it. Everything you hear when we would read and speak ancient Hebrew, it's all. I know everyone's going to get mad at me. It's guesswork.
Listen, fam. I crushed these boys, right? Listen, and we ain't gonna get into it, right? I've been crushed these boys, man. It's guesswork. How you a messenger, a prophet, and it's guesswork? You telling me that the All Shaddai ain't, like, come on, man. Like, I ain't even get into this shit tonight. They be coming over here talking that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But I got that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So I said, that's crazy. You be spitting the truth. You know what I'm saying? Yep, your girl says right there, Christianity is false. They lied to us. Yeah. Listen, man. Christianity is fake as hell, man. And I listen, this year, I'm finna start going ham, man. I'm finna start going ham on, like, we finna turn this shit up here on Israelite Talk TV. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Sada says a majority of us Black Americans' ancestors are Black Indians, and they're their own language. If you look, so they can. Here we go. Here we go. Man, let me get some music going. But yeah, I don't agree with that. I do believe that some of our ancestors are Indians, but we gonna talk about that on here at some point. I wanted to do it last year, but we're gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? Some people, because Tanakh brings out that Yah has already said in these last days when he scattered the southern kingdom, which is us, the southern kingdom, was comprised of Jacob. I mean, that comprised of Judah, the priests, the Levites, and Benjamin. After the Babylonian captivity, they went back to the land, and when they got kicked out, When they got kicked out the land during the days and times of the Roman, it was Judah that got scattered. This is why when they show you the ancient maps, it showed Judah in the west coast of Africa because Judah got kicked out the land. The other 10 kingdoms were already scattered into the Middle East. This is why when they come with these fake ass charts to not tell you exactly where the northern kingdom are at, they still in the Middle East over there in those different places. The children of Israel scattered all throughout the four corners of the globe. But Tanakh tells us that Yah says in the last day that he was going to mix the seed of Jacob with all these different nations. And this is what happened. This is why you see Israelites marry to white women. You see Israelites marry to Hispanic women and different races and shit. He said this was going to happen. Okay? He said it. It's written. So because they mix with them does not mean that, we have some of that in our ancestry, in our DNA. Just like the Israelites back in the day was mixed. This is why when you go to the days of times of Nehemiah and Ezra, what did they say after the Babylonian captivity? Some of the Jews, the Yahudim, started dealing with all these different women that Yah said not to deal with, and they start having offsprings with them. And even in the book of Nehemiah brings out that they weren't even speaking the Hebrew no more, even though they were Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all got to understand. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what? The thing about it, man, is and I don't want to. I don't want to. We got my family big as hell. My family is big as hell. This shit stretched. We 1,000 plus. We 1,000 plus in multiple major cities: Chicago, Milwaukee, Cleveland. Okay, Indianapolis, Texas, California, Florida, North Carolina, Mississippi, Memphis. Real shit. We heavy. We got our records going all the way back to the 1800s. You know what I'm saying? So what you guys got to understand is that it's just what it is. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's a lot of shit that's going on, man. But like I said, I wanted to get on here tonight and I wanted to rock with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been supporting. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do a shot around this thing, man. Real quick. Stay hating and shit. I got you though, Sada. I see what you're saying. But yeah, like I was saying before they kicked me out the live, as we sitting here kicking it, man, I appreciate y'all tapping in with me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all that support Israelite Talk TV. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do a shot. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do a shot. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of y'all just chug it. I shot this shit out. We gonna shot it out. You know what I'm saying? Woo! But yeah, like I said, if some of y'all want to get down with this like Talk TV, tap in with me and shit. You know what I'm saying? I think today, it's almost 12 o'clock here. Finna probably, get into some. And I'm gonna explain to you guys why I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, man, I'm getting ready, I'm moving into a whole new phase this year. Whole new phase this year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm enjoying this shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Yeah, man. But anyway, if y'all got anything that y'all want to talk about or anything else y'all want to talk about on this Dolph case, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Once again, if y'all want to support Israelite Talk TV, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can hit the cash out. You know, y'all can hit the, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can hit the hearts, whatever, you know, however y'all feel y'all want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I told you. What up, boy? Man, shit, on live. What you on? What you finna do? Let me know. All right, let me finish up this live. I'm gonna hit you when I get off here. All right. But yeah, though, fam, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, we got a lot of shit lined up for 2025. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe to me on Rumble. Make sure y'all subscribe to me on Instagram. Make sure that y'all subscribe to me on TikTok. All those links should be on my Instagram page. I'm gonna start doing more lives on, you know what I'm saying, on IG. You know what I'm saying? Going in. If some of y'all want to be moderators and shit, like tap in with me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, and just shout out, you know, to all the day ones that come through and support this thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that I be stepping on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm on their ass. You know what I mean? Giving y'all the real deal Holyfield, man. You know what I'm saying? So, see my thing. Did it update? My shit ain't updating. Okay, your girl says January 1st, not the new year. If you didn't, hey, your girl, if you didn't see the beginning of this live, go back to the front. I broke that down. The first is actually in what we call March, which is the month of Abib. You know what I'm saying? But here in America, you know what I'm saying? I like right in the beginning of this live, I break that down. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we do know that the real first of the year is in March, not, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, man, I'm gonna jump off of here, man. I'm finna probably get in traffic, you know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, finna hang, man, the next couple days, man. So I hope y'all enjoy y'all new year. You know what I'm saying? I hope that, you know, y'all lay y'all goals out. I hope y'all achieve all y'all shit, you know what I'm saying, that y'all set out to do. You know what I'm saying? We finna go hard. We finna be talking about all this shit, the Jay-Z shit, like all this shit that they doing and trying to pull. I gotta expose it. I have to expose it. It's only right. You know what I'm saying? So you know, hey, we finna, you know, here in America, we getting ready to start a new year, you know, come the first. So I just hope that everybody, you know what I'm saying, do their thing and just wish everybody prosperity, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no hater. Never been a hater. You know what I'm saying? You know, hope everybody achieve everything that, you know, they set out to do. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, Big Light gonna get up off of here and I might see what's going on tomorrow though, but the first, you know, I might probably have some pictures and shit like that. So just make sure y'all follow me on IG, stuff like that. Man, y'all enjoy y'all night, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all gotta work, y'all hung in there with me, mess with me, man. Hey, cheers to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm signing off here on It's Like Talk TV. Shalom.